See in their famous home strip of blue, and Perth Glory in their third away strip actually, playing tonight. It'll be interesting to see the way that Sarri integrates his attacking formation.
The Serie A, which is notoriously a quite bland league, so it'll be very interesting to see the way he adapts it, especially with the pace of the Premier League, and straight away they've gone into really wide areas and looking to move the ball around.
Retaining possession well. David Luiz. Jorginho involved in midfield. Hudson-Odoi. First possession for Perth, but they lose it just as quickly. Here's Alonso. Another on the fringes of that Spain squad for the 2018 World Cup, but missed out. Luiz sees the pass flicked on there. Shane Lowry, who is one of the three at the back. They'll play the wing backs tonight, Chris. It'll be interesting to see the back three play through to Morata.
Definitely advantage that the Perth Glory will want to play into.
Napoli.
Yeah, it certainly is, and the way that they set him up is Fabregas is just getting into those high pockets.
Perth Glory won 6-1 from memory, and that's a lovely little build-up down at go away. Here's Jorginho, who was such a star at Napoli under Sarri. And there was so much speculation he'd be heading to again Perth under pressure and lose possession. Tumbling rain. Here's Barkley. A number of big names missing out on this tour, of course, having been in William Gallas in 2006 on the losing end of that final, France against Italy. Makaleli
is good, and we can play him when it's 16 degrees, it's freezing, but yeah, it has been really heavy with quite heavy fronts coming through. But for me, I think it's going to benefit Chelsea because they're so slick with their
pin. Alonso wins the ball back. Barkley, Hudson-Odoi. Here's Fabregas. Jorginho. That's no soft landing away from home.
No, Huddersfield's not too bad in August, Bash. It's when you get there in December and it's lashing down. It makes the rain look like it's nothing here, mate.
You would have played a few times at Luton Town.
Oh, yeah.
Against Huddersfield. It's a good angle ball. And behind two flags should be up, and it is raised now on pit.
Speculation, and being in the south of Italy where he's been now with Napoli for a few years, he'll be used to all the pressures that come.
Hudson-Odoi combining with Alonso. See how high the fullbacks get. Jorginho, they just recirculate through Fabregas. And remember that Arsenal also have Unai Emery, a debut Premier League.
They'll stop worrying about him, and then, you know, over time it might evolve, I'm not sure, but at the moment there's too many ambiguities. Is that they're playing at the level they're playing at because their decision making is very good most of the time.
Well, it's friendly by name, but it's steep learning curve by nature for both sets of players. Really, for Chelsea, they need to integrate a system that is vastly different from Antonio Conte. They've got three very young, inexperienced Gloveman, Imbolka, Thompson and Collins. There's that excellent whip from the left. Jorginho's
for the last 15 minutes after what was an impressive start from Chelsea, but a lot of defensive work to get them through.
He's broken up many a Chelsea attack in this match. Jovic can't find a way through. That was a risky pass. And Argentina followed, and Brazil as well. Three big names that opened the door for Croatia to make the final against France. And what was the route almost paying dividends there for Chelsea. Pedro. Good body position there by Scott Neville. They can't retain any type of possession. Perth
numbers forward, you know, Fabregas and Barkley are playing just in those pockets as 2-10s. Morata's coming inside off the right wing. They're really engaging. The Glory have only got Wilson and Kilkenny, but it's like they've got four men against them when Morata's dropping in to join in as well. So it's a tough gig for the midfield two of Glory there. They're covering a lot of distance, and to the point where Italiano's having to defend.
In transition, what will they be looking to achieve?
I just think it's the pace that they do see the game in full, and they miss a lot of the one percenters that these players at the top level do. And we're talking about do the easy things well. So I think there's so much for these young boys. You know, young Jake Italiano at 16 turning 6 as well as pass the ball. So he's a real exceptional talent, and he's still a he's still a young player.
What do you think he'll do up top? Do you think he'll retain Giroud? There's plenty of talk that the World Cup winner won't be at Stamford Bridge next season.
Yeah, it's a tough one. He's not. Yes, he has scored goals, but he's not an out-and-out goal scorer. So it's looks like the more pressure that's building up, the more chances Chelsea are actually creating.
Jorginho's had a good start in Chelsea colours.
I mean, Fozzie said before, it was 12 coaches in as many years. He doesn't mind. So I think it's a good fit for a club like Chelsea, who are a fashionable club in London.
May fancy a shot here. Jorginho, Fabregas.
The centres in football are tracking your runners and doing the hard yards going the other way, and he's done that a couple of times now, and they're getting a lot of joy down that Perth Glory left-hand side.
Yeah, that's good pressure applied by Brandon Wilson. Chelsea with the numbers.
Yeah, not that he was heavy last year, but then you can look at it from the other aspect and say, do you know what, I need that experience to implement what I'm doing straight away, and then I'll start blooding in the juniors and start getting the younger boys key. That just might be the start that they need to start putting their foot on the ball a little bit and just controlling the tempo slightly.
Doesn't come off. Ferreira tries to spark something, but loses possession just as quickly to Jorginho. Now they want it circulated down the right. Space here for Zappacosta at least. Italiano tries to turn his man.
To those little holes in between lines, and they keep picking the ball up there, and Gloria trying to narrow up. It's really causing them a lot of issues because it's dragging centre halves out of position, it's dragging wide players everywhere, and they're really exposing them in them little pockets in behind the midfield.
Space here for Ross Park.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't want to let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers